Right, we're going to have a go at working out how to remove this rear spoiler on our Range Rover Sport L494. Why would you want to remove your spoiler? It looks like you might have to change the brake light. It looks like you can change the wiper blade and arm without, although it might be easier. Washer jet, changing it. And we're actually going to look, and we'll do another video of fitting a 2018 rear spoiler, but we'll do that next. Ian will put do the little pointy thing, so you'll go there. But first of all, you're going to have to work out how to remove the spoiler. Now it looks like there's 3 bolts, one at each end and one in the middle, and there's going to be some connections because we've got a rear washer jet in here as well. But let's have a go. We'll work it out as we go along. If I can open the boot. Right, so the first bolt is easy. We got this one here, so it looks like we'll get a 10mm with a long socket on that, and we'll have that one. So we'll go and grab that in a sec. The other ones are hidden under these little plastic covers here. So I think if we get this cover here and pull it sort of down and towards us. And I'll show you where the clips are. There we go. Right, and so let's have a look where the clips are. You've got to sort of turn it sideways to get it out. So there's one clip here, we'll have a look, and one clip here. They've both remained on the car. So we've got one here and one here. So that's your 2 clips. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. You can see the witness mark where it is. You can put it back on here if you want, but that seems happy. And that's revealed here. Right, we've got to make sure we get this right. We don't want the one that, that's the one we want there. This is the tailgate. So that's there, so we'll do that.
So if you need to change your tailgate or anything, you're going to have to take this off as well by the looks of it, because your studs for your tailgate hinges go from this side out. So it looks like it's covering those. And then it's same for the other side to access the other one, yeah? It's just the opposite.
So let's have a look. Now be interested to see whether there's any adjustment, whether you can adjust your spoiler at all if it's not fitting correctly, or whether there's, I mean, it certainly doesn't like a lot of adjustment. There's the nut, it's one of those nuts with the, you can't remove that washer, it's integral. Right, let's have a look. Well, you have a look there, Ian. I don't reckon there's a lot of adjustment on that.
It's a little slotted. Not massively though.
Let's have a look here. I don't think we really need the socket. We could have done that with the screwdriver one, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look at that one. Yeah, he looks the same, doesn't he?
And what looked like a bunch of
we got some packing.
washers was like looks like a thread, so it looks like maybe your adjustment up and down is you need a special tool possibly that will sit in here, and then you can wind that thread or something maybe.
Yeah, because I did notice this has got
it looks
on
like this has got a tool in it. It looks like a little. It looks like it's shaped. You can see that.
Yeah.
And maybe you wind this in and out, and then you obviously tighten it to that stud.
I'm worrying about this bolt here as well, Ian. If you have a look at that, I think we've got something.
Yeah, I think we need to take those off too. And we've got the same setup that side, have we? That reveals the same 2.
That seems to, yeah, so we've got the clips. We've got the same clips.
Yeah, so the right hand side's the same as the left, so I reckon you take that one off too.
Let's have a look. Still hanging on. Alright, there we go. Yep, so they're all looking the same so far. Right. Right, it's creaking, so I think it's starting to move. Am I in danger of it just plonking onto my roof?
I don't think so. Never taken it off, so I don't know. Usually they sit in a well or they dock in a little bit.
Well, you've got these bolts coming through.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to slide too far.
Right, well, I reckon I'm going to manually lower it down rather than risk going too. What do you reckon? Like a... Now, somewhere here we're going to have some things we're going to have to disconnect. So let's have a look. Let's work on this side first, and I reckon we can...
I don't know if those studs are going to get stuck.
Okay, well let's disconnect. I've got enough here to get at this.
It looks like there's these little plastic brackets on the side that do stop it sliding as well.
I've got some in here which I guess is my rear wash. Let me see if I can pull that off. Alright. There's a little drawing I can feel with the rubber pipe going on it. Like it's quite. That's quite tricky to get there. Twist a bit. Whoa! That is not. There we go. We got it off. You got to fight that one off. And there's a little fit. We'll have a look if we get it off. Now there's this thin wire here.
Is that on a connector at the other end? It doesn't look like it's on a connector this end.
It feels like it goes into something. No, it does. Just looks like an earth. Is that an earth or a? No, it's a little.
It goes into that control. Do we need to get the other side off and flip it over to be able to see that?
See, I need to flip a bit more over to see what's happening there.
This side.
Let's go and do this side. Hold on. Yeah. Well, what do you reckon we've got?
We've got two sets of wires.
Wires that seem to go into something up here. We could disconnect this part here. Right, we'll have an investigate, and we'll come back and let you know what we found out. Right, we've half worked out. We've got one off. So that's the connector you're trying to connect, and it plugs under here. Now there's a cable tie holding the connector which limits your access to it. So we'll show you how to do that. But while we're here, let's just do this connector quickly. That one goes up. You can follow that, and actually you got that undone, didn't you, Ian? How did you?
It's just a push
There's
tab.
a push tab,
Like
yeah. If you fiddle around, you will find. Do you want to do that? Yeah. There is a little tab. We'll show you when we get him out. So can we show you the little?
So you just push that one there.
And that releases that. So that's that one out. And then you're just left with these two thin wires. So right, you hold that for a minute, Ian. Actually, let me come over here. And then what Ian's got to do is, there's a cable tie up under here.
I don't know if I can show it better. If you show it forward, maybe you can see it better. So this is the connector here, and it's held on a little cable tie mount. So we found the best way was to carefully get a Stanley blade in there and cut the cable tie, which gave us a little bit more access, because the release is just this back section here that comes off. It splits at that line, and there's a little tab on top that you have to lift. So I'll cut it off and then I'll come back and show you that. Alright, we've got a light under here now, so hopefully you can see that. I've cut that cable tie. Here's the connector, and you can see that tab on the top there. So if you need a small screwdriver, and just lift that up like so, and then pull on the wire, or not on the wire, try not to pull on the wire, and that should, if I can do both of these one-handed, release that connector from there then, and then the spoiler should be free.
So we'll have a quick check what that is, but we think this is a loop.
There you go, in the light you can see that.
See the cable tie connector.
So it's just cable tied on there, so it stops you getting to this top tab when it's all cable tied up, so you have to cut that cable tie first.
Anything else? Now this looks like an access panel which you could remove to get to the rear light. Where's
That's
the rear
your
washer
washer
jet? So if you needed to clear or unblock your washer
Which
jet,
may well run underneath that access panel as well. You might, or it might just go straight out to there's your hose there.
That's where I disconnected that there. Have I broken the hose there? Look,
Yeah, it looks like it.
I've snapped it with my brute force. Look at that. Right, tiger. Anything else? Can we deduce anything in terms of, there's no adjustment on this, is there? But whether there's adjustment on that other bit, Ian, can we have a look? let's have a look. What have we got? There's one. Oh, that's that funny fitting.
So that's where it drops down through, which is where it bolts to. So I don't know whether a special tool's needed for that to be able to wind it up and down to get your spoiler sitting sort of flush with your roof there.
Yeah, interesting.
There might be some adjustment on that.
What this is, I don't know, but I suspect I can put the. It says left-hand side on that. I can't read the rest of that.
Looks like aerials.
I suspect it's aerial. We've got some of these Farquhar connectors going in here, so I suspect that's an aerial. It's probably just an aerial loop. If we look at the new 2018 spoiler, but that's a subject for another video, it looks like we've got similar connections, but we'll have a look at that in the next video.